What's good? We're back at it again with another one of those other ones. We're hopping right in.
That's all it says. Just All right, that's a short letter.
It's a whole book.
I mean, for me, I can actually
Yeah.
read that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nice. It's a good feature. It's one of those reading
That
level
would be good
one
to know.
books.
How many letters do you know?
Three.
Three.
Yes.
What can you say them out loud? What is your alphabet? Did you learn the alphabet song?
Three. Yes. Three. 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 Three.
Oh.
Toe down, perfect.
It's a catchy tune for sure.
I nailed it. Yeah.
Oh, what
Pretty
really?
good.
That's the tune in Eberron. Is that like a multiversal song?
Oh, I've never heard it
How do you
before
guys
in my
sing Happy
life.
Birthday?
I mean,
I just
there's
like
well,
it.
yeah. Happy birthday is three. 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 It's just a little bit higher. Just a little bit.
I see. Okay, okay. I'll try to like da na 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 versus da na 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 na.
Yeah, Happy Birthday got sued pretty hard by the ABCs. Happy Birthday said there was a ding at the end, but nobody hears it.
Yep. Probably.
So we trying
Can you
to
guys
head
hear me
towards
at all now? Or
that forge.
Hey, I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you again.
What's good, Revna?
Just had to roll.
How you
Yeah.
doing tonight?
Is 10
It's not a
billion.
forge. It's a smithy.
yeah, I was like, I think
That's
that's what was
really-
like holding it up. It just sat there, and all I heard for the last like minute and a half.
Yeah.
Well, it's not good to tell lies.
In my headphones.
Dev, what's up?
For us, it's definitely more the mic than the headphones, but I'm sure it's the
Yeah,
headphones for you.
my fucking thing. I hear it. It just beeped. Oh,
Ah.
I'm gonna be.
We're having some
I think
technical difficulties
Essa's
right now.
choking on like a furball or something.
Hear the cue. I'm listening for the cue for like when it's telling.
I see his mouth going, but it looks like he's choking. I don't hear anything coming out. Are my ears working?
He looks really excited over a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It probably does.
it is a very nice swag.
You
Just-
all
I
do
just
see that there
just
is
do it
some
around
kind of
it,
a
that'd be-
watch going on, nothing you couldn't overcome, I'm sure, but they do have
We've built up
some
so much goodwill in
bodyguards.
this town already. I mean, what if somebody gets hurt? It's just a walk. Like it's just a day walk. We've walked further than that.
You did, yeah.
We did walk a very long time that once.
Yeah, I remember we had to walk through that tunnel for a month, eat nothing but goat.
Oh, I don't want to hear
I
that
still have
word.
nightmares about that.
I don't remember that.
How do you?
So, we went through a cave.
Don't you remember Tom Shipper Williams?
Well, of course. Good pal.
Well, that's where we got him.
All right. I'll believe you. Old pal.
That word for all trauma? You just block it out. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah, I love tight spaces.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You did. You were very.
Yeah.
I kept having to shrink you down to get through. Wait. Okay. Well, that raises an issue. When I was making you smaller to fit through those narrow gaps in the place,
I was
that we
very
were
young.
talking about,
Return me to a child.
dude, that was, you were got ahead of me there. You got
Yep.
ahead of me.
He made me just a wee little lad.
I was going to try to direct that another direction. You just kind of cut me off. Okay.
No, I knew it. I knew the answer. I always knew.
Oh, can you make me young again,
Oracle.
Soren?
Apparently, I can make you young or old.
Oh. But I don't really
Pretty
need to get much older. I've been doing this for a long time now.
Oh, Poppycosh, you're not very old. I'm much older than you.
Well,
Yeah.
just, I mean,
by about like a foot.
I mean, just a little bit.
You got it going in turtle years.
You know, I do a hunch a little bit, you know.
How old are you? Like 3?
Yeah, you know, somewhere around there. I'm pretty sure. That's
Yeah, 3.
I think I'm more like Pi.
Ah, all right.
Just a little bit
How we do
bigger.
with foods, huh?
Just a little bit bigger than Three, you know.
I'd say I'm like about cake.
Oh,
Around there.
oh, I do like cake.
Oh yeah.
What's
Oh yeah.
with the nice little icing on the top, and then it's a fluffy little sponge on the middle, and then some good berries, and then some more little sponge. Oh, it brings me back to when I was just a little one.
Oh yeah. I mean, you've seen me dance.
Oh,
Bring the
yeah.
cake. All right. So we heading to the smithy, or we just
Chilling in the city, stealing stuff.
Well, Esther wants to steal a wagon. I don't think I'll be very good at that. I guess maybe I could walk and meet you guys, and then you could catch up with the wagon.
stealing a wagon? Am I out of a job? I thought I was the wagon.
For your stuff, you probably are.
What?
You do
Just
carry a
carrying
lot of
stuff?
stuff.
Am I out of a job?
Oh no, I don't think you're out of a job.
All right.
I think Esther's trying to upgrade your carrying capability.
All right.
Yeah, so he was
Oh,
kind of trying to,
Esther's looking for volunteers to help steal the wagon. I'm not very good at that.
Well, hold on. I'm a man of honor. Okay. All right. I do things honorably. All right. I bit that one guy's leg off that one time, but he was asking for it. Okay. And I did stab that guy with the horn, also asking for it. All right. Okay. And I did a bunch of other stuff. They were all asking for it. Is this guy asking for it?
Well, they are they
And there's
they
siding
do really like siding. Yeah, that's what I was about to
It's
say.
like the cult. The cult is trying to leave town, and they're taking all their money and stuff with them. And
So
Esther
what are we
kind of
doing?
wants to kind of hijack the wagon with all their stuff in it.
You
Because
want me to, like, bite off its wheel or something?
oh, what 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 if you pretend to be the horse?
I mean, that
and,
sounds a little.
and just pick it up and start running.
I don't think I'm as old as a horse.
I think Esther's hoping that you'll drive the wagon. You've been good with horses.
The wagon. All right.
You are
Okay.
the second best driver I've ever seen. I've only seen about 3 drivers in my entire life, but you're about the
I
second
mean, I've
best.
never driven something. Doesn't Esther drive airships?
What?
Isn't that like
Yes,
the same exact thing as driving a horse and a wagon?
I'm not
Like
sure.
same exact thing?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's the same. I'm not sure it's the same.
That's weird. Well, my math, it seems the same.
I mean, I'm sure there's some similarities.
All right.
I don't think
Well,
is there because like you need a whole crew for a ship, but you need like one guy for a wagon.
So
it's the same.
is a wagon just
Both
like
have 3.
is a wagon just like a smaller ship?
Yeah. See? Sherwood knows what I'm talking about. All right, well, let's go steal this Python Fox wagon. Oh, he's down for a good joke. Maybe I'll bite his leg off over there. It'll be hilarious.
Sherwin, are you sneaky?
Oh,
How are you with the sneaky?
I'm very good at the sneakies.
I'm horrible at the sneaky, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll meet you guys at the gate.
All right,
Wait,
All
which
right.
gate are we taking? Hold on, before we separate.
That is an average roll. um,
Nice.
you know it's the
Which gate?
northern gate, and it's the one that you took to fight like the bunch from the army of Sidon. That's like that used to
Oh,
be, you know.
look at Esther. Esther, it's the gate that we went out where we saw the dragon, where we fought the duel. Make sure that
Yeah,
they
you
don't
just
go to the
yeah,
wrong gate. I'll meet you over at that gate.
yeah. You'll just have to like turn onto the another road that is actually just following um the river instead of going north. So pretty much that. Um yeah. If you want to you know go there and do something, let's so who is actually going to go in towards the amphitheater to do anything there? I know it's not Soren.
I feel like I'm just standing
Okay.
on the other side of the wagon, but like with my head poking
Okay.
out the top.
Just kind of okay. Yeah.
I'm definitely
Um
walking by, telling all the kids that I'm going to steal a wagon. It's gonna be
nice.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm
Um
speed walking out of there.
yeah. Okay. So in that case, oh also I need to know if Solomon ever decides to, like figure out the shield in the future. It's currently, a broken shield anyway, but if you ever
Definitely not trying to figure it
want
out.
to figure it out, let me know, please.
Okay.
Just forgot to ask you for that last time, but I'll keep
Well,
asking probably if I remember.
didn't Vulcan tell us that we had to go repair it for us to be able to use
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Yeah. So I
But just in case you ever, want to know more about it, let me definitely let me know so I know when to
Surely
possibly tell
use
you
it as
some
a
stuff.
pillow when you take a nap.
Um,
I probably
yeah.
already forgot, so it's already out of my
Um,
head.
yeah. So we have stealth from Sherwin, which is average. It's probably just kind of
Everybody sees me. It's
Yeah,
fine.
unassumingly
stealth it up.
standing there, like not really causing anything.
Like I
Just
can't see you,
he's
but
just
you
there.
can see me.
I
Yeah.
thought this was the lie
It's
about
not
you
bad.
being stealthy.
Oh nope,
That's what I thought.
nope.
I thought that was you trying to like fake it till you
Yeah.
make it.
I realized that
Yeah, it's
afterwards.
the
I was
actual
like,
saying.
oh, I probably need
Yeah.
to just clarify that.
Yeah.
With a
Um
14, I'm walking through with two kids. I'm like holding two in front of me and like walking towards, you know,
like as a
it's
decoy,
full
that kind of.
town camouflage.
Okay. Okay, nice. Um I'll just see what they can. They do have like they're looking actively for suspicious people, so this will be interesting.
That
Um
looks fine.
Psst, Solomon.
let me check
Oh
this.
yeah.
Where,
I pull the kids apart and go, yeah, what's
where, where,
Okay.
where did Esther go?
I don't know that. I put the kids back in front of me.
They do look at mostly Solomon with the kids. Uh, you definitely stand out and you do draw some attention. Sherwin, you're just there, and they see you. Like they look at you and then just decide that you're a very odd old man of some kind, but they don't do anything.
I still
Um,
immediately stop moving when I
okay.
notice it,
I
and
go,
but I
quick.
keep eye contact with them.
I go, quick. I told a joke. And I put the kids down and we all just start laughing. Just like,
Okay. While
They don't
Esther's
know I'm
trying
here.
to get a look around, could you just make a perception roll, Esther, so we know how much you actually see? Um, it's it's an area that's quite nice in the city, and it's the market is kind of close by, so there's definitely a few people walking around. Probably some that actually work for some of the bigger estates and just got some stuff. Most people also, like, are actually carrying food into those areas. Um, you definitely now see that there is, like, with that role, you do both see the family in the other house, kind of like walking back and forth between the wagon and the house. Um, they have, there's definitely a like boy of maybe like 10 years or something that does come out and like just like throw a stuffed animal or something into the wagon, um with his mom kind of following him. And you also see a youngish man that looks like he's got not the complete uniform on, but he's definitely one of the more important people that seems to be connected to the cult of Sidon in some way. Like he's got the, nice blue cape. Not a nice, like right now he's not in complete ceremonial armor, but nicely dressed anyway. Um, the smaller of the two houses, the one that you're kind of on top of on the map right now, um, they seem to own, like, it looks very much like part of the household already left, but there is still a woman and another, a, like a person that doesn't look very important, who do a lot of the work of trying to load stuff and figuring out things and organizing. So yeah, you might actually have missed one of them. Yeah.
I want to pet the
um
horses.
oh, nice. Okay, you just go up to them and pet them. It's a two-horse wagon. It's meant to be able to, pack quite a lot of stuff into the back of it. So, but they look nicely groomed, healthy, and quite, like, not as emaciated as most of the animals here. Like, they look quite nice.
Is it two horses?
It's two horses, yeah.
I'll call you Simon, and I'll call you Theodore.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm probably with
You're like
probably with
around the
Sherwin.
cart somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Um, can I try to? Are there like people like right around us?
Well, you brought some kids with you, right? So those would
Yeah, I
be
let him go. I probably
close.
shoo him off.
Okay.
Like, get out of here.
Other than that, you're in the vicinity of the cart, and like there's people kind of walking to that cart every now and then, and there's constantly two like guard type people, but more like bodyguards, as in they don't really have like one type of armor on or anything. They're armored, but they don't look like they're the city guard.
Okay.
um
As
who
soon as
actually
nobody's
watch everyone.
as soon as nobody's looking, I'm gonna grab that stuffed animal and chuck it back. Like, chuck it out. Not
Okay.
necessarily towards the house, but I wanna make sure we leave it behind.
Okay, yeah. um I guess that would be kind of the moment where Esther could use that as a kind of distraction, because the guards are definitely like, they see you like grab something from the wagon and then just chuck it roughly in their direction. um so they're a little bit like, hey, what you're doing? As Esther also has a chance at, if you want to try to like get one of the more official looking people, there is one also kind of going back into the house at about that time, like the bigger house, but you have a boat, so it's not a problem that they're a little bit further away. It's kind of close anyway. So if you want to, take a shot at that one, you're not seen right now, so you could do that.
Are we just killing these
And
guys
you could
really?
attack.
For no, we're just killing these guys just because they're around a wagon. And
Like he would now definitely be shooting someone in the back with his bow. Yeah.
God dang it, classic.
Yeah, just kind of take your shot and just make an attack. I'll let you know if it does anything. Yeah, that'll hit. Of course.
Do I see
Wait,
him
is he
taking
shooting?
this shot?
Yeah, is he shooting one of the ones in front of us?
Um, he's shooting one that is more like. Let me kind of show.
Cause we're like
Um,
here now, right? We're like.
Yeah. And the person he's shooting is walking towards the other building, so it's like more right in front of that amphitheater, kind of. So he's shooting away from you guys, but you would see it because it is kind of down that little alley. And I mean he hits him pretty well. Looks like it's a pretty serious injury. It did, like, he doesn't just one shot them, but what happens is that most of the people around, um, especially the like bodyguard people, as soon as they realize something is wrong, the guy is just kind of, yelling out a little bit in surprise more than anything, and then kind of falling over, maybe also more in surprise than anything before he even realized what happened because he did not expect that.
Oh gosh, there's our
Everybody just
traps.
kind of collects there. So you have a bunch of bodyguards. There's the two in front of the wagon. One actually just goes, I'll watch the wagon, you go, and the other one just runs over. There's two more. The one that's running then starts yelling for more people, and two more come around the corner. Um, Other than that, I mean, there is also members of either the family or the staff who mainly try to get into the houses because the bodyguards start yelling at them to go inside. Um, yep. So Esther is now going to just get into the wagon and beeline out of there somehow. She will have to get the wagon.
Solomon, grab these ropes.
Well, does that guy in front of us say anything?
He's like, for
I just threw the stuffed
he's
animal
just
at him.
distracted because someone just got like shot in a 90-degree angle from that. So he's kind of going back and forth between you and, like, he's also trying to check first if you were the one who shot something. He will realize as soon as Esther kind of jumps into the wagon that it wasn't you. So all that happens at once, and he will definitely try to stop, like, both of you in some way. He's more concerned about the one who actually shot an arrow.
I'm gonna clothesline him if he comes running over.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely try to get that. Esther, you'll be kind of busy trying to get the horses to do what you want, I guess. While, yeah, I mean, Solomon and German, you can totally,
I'm
whatever you like with the
I'm trying to
situation.
get Solomon to take the reins of the
To take
horses.
the yeah, okay.
Okay. I kind of
That's
go
all
take a
I
step
do.
towards them and like see Sherwin kind of point. I'm like, all right, and I like creak, like get into the cart. The cart like lowers a bunch as I like get into it,
Yeah.
and then I go, I like yell, Simon, Theodore, let's go, and I start like
Okay.
cracking on
Okay.
those things.
Yeah. All right. So there's basically just one of the people who were, you know, on watch duty that actually is
I would like to try to push that guy
close.
down and then run through the little marketplace right here to
Yeah.
to jump into the back of the cart as
Okay. Yeah.
they go
Yeah.
north.
Yeah. Um. So if you will definitely get to the point where you got the reins in your hand. So if it's Solomon that you actually get to do that, then that'll be kind of your job then. Um, which will free up Esther to technically also, do something to anyone
Great.
around.
Oh God, no.
um, that'll mean we need animal handling from Solomon. Um,
Oh,
You should get to add your
Sherwin, you'll
proficiency
just
since you're
as soon as the
proficient
cart
with vehicles.
vanishes, you're in. Yeah.
yeah.
Just
So
in
how do I
case
how
you
do I
have
add
that.
my proficiency on here? Because I don't have.
If it's
I
Just
Do you
add
have
3.
proficiency in animal handling?
yeah. No, no, I don't.
Yeah, just
But I have
Yeah.
driving or whatever vehicle.
Yeah.
just add 3 to whatever you roll in animal handling.
Yeah.
So I'll roll and then I'll let
just
you
add.
add 3 to whatever this is gonna be.
Yes.
Yes.
Natural
Okay.
20, dude.
Yes.
So minus 1. Well, and
Let's
then it's at
go.
3. So
And then yeah, exactly. So.
y'all
that
ever seen somebody
goes
drift a horse?
perfectly.
The horse is just drifting around the market, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean, both of them actually do exactly what you want. You manage to not hit any of the things in the market or people.
yeah, but I see one of those carts that's sitting down like a ramp, like in a video game. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, and I like look at Esther, look at Sherwin. They're like, no, and I'm like,
You
yeah,
do
and we
manage
fucking
to,
go over and hit
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Instead of going around, you do pretty much that. Like you find a way to go straight through the market without hurting anybody, without knocking any of the stuff down. Like you don't, nothing breaks. There's no vase falling, nothing. It's just going through there, basically hopping over some of the stuff and people, with a cart and 2 horses, which is very impressive. Um, you also like a lot of the stuff still stays in the cart while doing that because you rolled that 20.
Sweet.
So that
I'm
happens,
I
which means
imagine
that
the cart
Esther
going the
and
orange line and Sherwin taking that green to try to meet up with them.
yeah. um yeah, pretty much. And you try to follow them. They're really quick. Like the cart is actually going uh, pretty fast. So you won't like it'll be difficult to catch up.
Should I do
If
like an
you know
athletics check?
you can do. Yeah, let's do athletics. Probably the
Okay.
best one.
I mean, can I brake the wagon and be like, hop in, poser, we're going?
Can I can I can I just like slap myself in the face and give myself guidance? Like, all right, Sherwin.
Yes, you can do that. Uh, because there will
Like you
be
do the Home
a
Alone.
guy trying to stop you. If Esther
Well, I want to shove
wants
that. I want to
to,
shove that guy down to the ground and then just like plow through him
yes,
like a
yes,
running back on the way to.
it'll be kind
end
of a
zone.
little bit of a contested check.
Yeah, you let me know what I need to roll. But
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Yes. I use this one for it. So you will have to. It's gonna be. Let me see. I'll just actually go for this one here. Whatever that is.
Oh,
So I just managed to roll a 19 plus 1.
All right.
Um,
So
So he's coming with us.
do I do I do like an attack roll to try to shove him down,
um,
or do I?
it would.
Yeah.
That's his strength roll, so it would pretty much just be a contest. Just that he just managed to get a 20
Okay.
on his
So
strength.
I roll strength too.
So yeah, it would be athletics to try to shove him down.
Okay. But I also use guidance, so I got
Yes.
a D4 I can
Yes.
throw on top here.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even
wow.
need it.
Nice.
Don't even need it.
Wow. So yeah, it's like he's a pretty sturdy guy, but you managed to actually kind of surprise him with your turtle old man strength.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, you might just kind of pull one of his legs until he just kind of falls on his back, more or less. Um, yeah, that actually works.
Sherman's a Heisman winner.
So he doesn't get to stop you. You do get the good head start to run from that guy who is now kind of shouting bloody murder after you guys.
Who shouts bloody murder? It's a weird thing to shout.
Well, you also just have Esther shot someone, so he knows there's actually like someone who's potentially an assassin of some kind.
Sidon
card.
sucks.
Words.
Dragon Lords rule.
Yeah.
You just shout something back. Nice. I'm really wondering what that does to your reputation in the city right now. I'll have to figure that one out. Um, the so there's a bunch of people to scatter a little bit because there's a cart just shooting through part of the city. Um, Sherwin just kind of running after that.
Yeah, and I do the
And,
pull up to the side, the cart kicks out, and yeah, I
Esther
look
just
over and I
kind
go,
of
"Get in, Posa.
yeah.
Getting out of here."
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure. Help me up here.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I got a
Esther's
little
on the
excited
card.
driving.
Sherwin's on the card. Solon's on the card. Okay, so you get all on there. People will start running after you, so you will have to just keep going.
I'll take my time to definitely burn out in a cart. The horses
Okay.
run in place,
Okay. Trying
pick
to
up a lot
figure
of
out
dirt,
how that will work.
and then we
Sure.
go. Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah,
sick.
there's some grain or something on the ground that actually makes them not
Yeah.
get on for a little bit.
Did you guys see that trap back there? Things got crazy all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, Esther
Saw
probably
Esther
just
fucking
kind of
shoot someone again.
keeps aiming
Oh.
at people.
Well, that
Yep,
makes a
damn
lot
it,
more
Esther,
sense.
Stop shooting everyone for everything. Sit down and seatbelt on and seatbelt on. Come on.
As you just shoot around the corner, like towards the bridge that leads towards the gate, where Sauron waits, just
And we-
peacefully drawing.
when we get out of the gate,
Going the
we
sun
pull
on my
up.
face.
I screech to a stop, like really obnoxious in front of him, kicks up a lot of dirt towards him, and I do the same thing. I go, "Get in, Posa, getting out of here."
I think
Call
we
A
could
me
have done it
few
with the
guards
Horde of Dusk,
just
right?
look at you very confused because they're just on normal guard duty, and
I
like, the
look at them.
gate
I
is
go,
being
"Get
locked.
out of here, Posas. You're not invited. Let's go."
Okay. They are very confused. You have had, there's a reputation. They do recognize you as the guards of the city. They know a bit about what happened.
Sidon sucks.
Yeah.
Dragon Lords
Yeah,
rule.
keeping my cool streak and calling them
Soren, like-
posers. I go,
Okay.
"Pff," and I have the horses go, "Pff," like right at him.
Okay.
We
Yep.
burn out
Soren,
again.
sensing that there's like definitely a rush, does the whole thing where he gets up and he runs 2 steps, but then he realizes he forgot his stuff. So he runs back, he grabs his backpack, runs,
Yeah.
oh, my book, I gotta go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
hold on.
Burning out the whole time, just kicking dust
Yeah.
and rocks and stuff at the.
I try to
the
do the
gate.
whole like
like,
get in the back of the cart, but I do the whole
Mhm.
I get caught on my robe for a second, so I'm doing the whole double hop trying to.
Oh, okay.
I think
yeah,
I think I burn out by putting my feet on the ground and holding the cart back while the horses actually try to run.
Ooh,
I think
okay.
that's how the burnout
We're
works. Like
Flintstoning it.
I'm the
Sure, why
e-brake.
not? You
I'm the
against the
e-brake.
horses. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Esther does help you to get in, and eventually
Oh,
you
okay.
do,
Oh, I guess we're in a hurry.
while also kind of shoving a big book into your face, more or less, just asking you to figure out what all this means.
It's all fun
Um,
and games. Like we talk all this shit, but pretty soon, like while we're just talking shit to the guards, Esther's just gonna like shoot one. So I'm actually trying to leave. Like I'm trying to get out of here before he can like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Esther
I
more or
don't
less
want him
is,
shooting one.
you
No
know,
way.
pulls Soren into the wagon while he's kind of hopping, being caught on his ropes.
Got manhandled by a small cat.
Yeah.
We've all
So
been there.
yeah, it'll work out somehow. He can hold on to the cart as well, so I'm sure it works out. Let's say
No,
it
I
works
love it.
out.
That's perfect. He jerks me into the thing. Oh, okay. I guess we're
Yeah.
going.
And so you're all on a stolen cart now. That is kind of like, it's not completely filled up, but it's a bit like there's a lot of stuff in it. Um. Oh yeah, Esther does like just pull you into the cart.
Straight off my feet.
You
Ready to.
fly
No,
into it.
no, you're not
I
shooting
just
those
go
guys. No,
horizontal.
I'm taking out. I'm taking off before, and I'll try to even mess with Esther so he can't get a good shot off.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah, okay.
I don't think he's
Um,
shooting.
No
I mean,
way.
the actual guards of the city don't know what is happening. They're very confused by the whole situation because, yeah, they
When I
they
get
would
pulled
just
into the
not
cart,
expect you to actually steal a card right now.
Esther
when I
knows
get
what's
pulled
up.
in
I
the
turn
car,
around. I
look
go,
around.
Esther, get rid of those plates. We need to change these bad boys around. As we're like cruising down the street.
All right. With that, you just kind of, head out onto the card road there, and you also like the turn that leads you towards the mountains on the more northern side than what you were on before when you went to like, yeah, into the forest where you actually left, or where you parted with the princess. That would be to the south of you now, and you just kind of turn onto another road that you haven't used yet,
As we,
but
as we,
looks like it's the wagon road.
I'm gonna glance around at the stuff in the wagon. What kind of stuff is in here?
Oh, there is a bunch of, nice uh household goods like plates and stuff.
Sherwin,
Not a teddy bear though.
if
Not a teddy bear.
if
No,
if
that was
Sherwin
thrown out.
Like people were moving. Did we
It
steal
does look
somebody's
like a
moving
moving
van?
wagon. Yeah, definitely.
if
It's
Sherwin
Like
nice stuff though.
there's plates in here. There's clothes.
the plates
like
we gotta throw those out, and I just start one by one like throwing plates
Well,
out,
no,
out
hold
of
on.
the.
Okay.
Hey,
We're
hey,
not gonna
we,
leave
we,
a trail
we
of
gotta
stolen goods on the
we
side of
gotta
the road.
we gotta
Stop the
change the
wagon.
plates.
Stop the wagon. We gotta go
We,
pick those up.
we gotta change the plates, Sword.
No, that wrong. I didn't even know what
He's
he's
right,
talking
you
about.
know.
All
Plates.
he manages to throw out is like a nice little, like a big plate for presentational purposes or something that is
You're throwing out
like
somebody's
an
fine
oval shape.
dinnerware.
I mean, maybe they're moving this way. Maybe we're just moving them for free. They should be paying us, you know?
Well,
We're doing
hold
a
on.
job for them.
If you guys stole stuff, let's not leave a trail of stolen goods leading to where we're going. So no more throwing stuff.
Oh, is that
We'll look through this.
so? We're not supposed
This
to.
kind of sounds like somebody's like family possessions. Like this doesn't even look like. I don't see any weapons or anything. Here's some kitchen knives. There's like
Yeah,
a
there's
platter.
Those are
the
sharp.
best
You
thing
gotta be
you'd
careful about
see
those.
from just looking through. There's a few nice boxes that do contain some jewelry.
Well, that's a nice box.
With the clothes,
Looks like
like
this looks like somebody's inheritance. We stole somebody's like some wife's dead relatives jewelry.
So
Yeah,
we
Esther, what kind of
inherited
like
it.
intel? What kind of intel did you get before you told us? I thought this guy was like a total dick that I was supposed to bite his leg off. Nope, you're just gonna sit there and stare at me.
This seems less a heist and more a burglary.
That makes sense on why it was so easy.
I didn't
Makes a
burgle
lot more
anybody.
sense
he's
now.
going
Now
to
that I'm
start explaining a little bit, which is
There's some
You know.
custom Christmas ornaments in here. What guys?
yeah.
What happened?
I mean, they do have something that's I guess close enough to Christmas. Yeah.
Well, there was some arrow traps, and so we just took off.
No, that was
Jimmy's
Esther.
first
Sharon, that was Esther.
Hallows Eve.
Esther
What is
shot
guys
a gun.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with the clothes is there's some that actually look a bit like, robes that would like have storm emblems on them and things that definitely look very much like something um, that would belong into the wardrobe of someone that's
Oh, look,
a
they have toilet paper.
rich follower of Sidon.
You called them robes? It looks like toilet paper to me.
Looks like some tools in here.
Yep, it's just really just misc. It's like everything that you would throw into a wagon that's of some worth in some way, minus the teddy bear, for people that are moving out of town. Uh, but
Soren,
you're
that's Simon and
making
Theodore.
good speed around like down the road, which is probably a good thing. And let's assume you're actually kind of
I mean, I guess
you
the
keep
horse or
going,
cart
right?
are handy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're headed towards the smithy.
we inherited them.
Yeah.
We did not inherit them.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
I mean,
No, I'm pretty sure this was somebody else's inheritance that you guys
we
stole.
just aggressively inherited them.
Very aggressively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe looking through some of these goods, it doesn't seem like these were like. I mean, I don't know. Like, is there like head of criminal organizations that have teddy bears in their wagons?
Well,
It just
hold
feels like
on.
we probably could have
I mean,
converted these people as opposed to robbed them.
yeah, but you don't think like the heads of these like they eat on plates. They're not all just complete monsters. They
Uh,
they they,
And they buy
they
teddy
put their
bears.
pants on.
well,
They put their pants on one shoe at a time, just like us.
we shot them and threw the teddy bear out.
Yeah,
Uh,
got rid of teddy bear.
Yep.
See, we're good guys.
You're the good guys. Yeah, definitely.
We shot a guy, stole their stuff. I gave him the teddy bear back.
And
Soren, what
towards
else do you
teddy
want?
bear
Shot
guard.
the whole.
Yeah.
You shot one of the movers.
Well,
Probably. I don't know. Ask Esther. He's just out there ripping arrows.
What what happened? I thought you guys were going to drive a wagon.
well,
I
we
just
did.
told you.
This doesn't even look like a wagon. This is a cart.
Yeah.
Well, it still
Oh,
looks like a
I saw
wagon.
you out by the gate stealing air, just out there breathing in
Esther's
other people's
excuse
air.
to all of that basically is, yeah, this one is spite, but he also kind of just keeps shoving the book into generally Soren's direction. Like,
I'll find get
you
jabbed like 4 times
make
in the
sense
book
of
in the
this?
ribs. I'll go, what?
Yeah.
What is this? Then I'll open it and look at it. What's in the book?
Yeah. It is a ledger, definitely. Um, and you do see that, like at first glance, it's definitely something like a list of people who presented the cult or the people who are leading the cult in the city with probably just like gifts or some kind of a membership fee or something. It's different values of money. There's some entries of things that are worth something. So it's not like money and it's not listed as a money value, but as actual, like, a necklace of pearls and stuff. Um, a lot of names. Uh, some of them, just from looking through quickly, do appear more than once. Um, and some notes in the margins and things. You do also, because you've looked through so many books, see that it's not been written by just one person. It's very clearly different hands. Not awfully many hands. It's just you definitely, just by looking at different pages, see, okay, there's a shift in handwriting every now and then. You do, like, I think Esther is still trying to figure out where Pelagios went, like the
You guys hear
main
me
guy,
yet?
like the second
Hey.
in command.
I
Yeah,
can
we
hear you.
kind of hear you. Yeah, just cut out sometimes. like right now.
Yeah, I've been trying
Yeah.
to type everything that's like important
Yeah.
to say, so
Yes.
I just wanted to be sure that that was known. But yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
like this was for sure just spiteful because he couldn't get anything like really expensive out of the house. So his whole thing was, well, they're putting everything from the house into that
Yeah.
cart.
There's
Well,
some logic to it.
coming from this book, it looks like they're highly organized. They've got documentation on debts owed, money paid, donations. It looks like they have some names of members here. Um,
Yeah, I'm not
and
gonna lie
based
though,
on how
Esther.
the
When you say why you stole the cart, now I feel a little bit bad. I feel a little bad about it.
Well,
So,
well,
so
you
the
gotta understand they
handwriting,
are Sidon followers, so like
Soren,
their money should be our money anyways.
are you saying that the people's names in there is who we should write thank you letters to?
Mhm.
I don't think
Because
that is
because
going to
we
help.
I'll
because we
deliver them personally.
because we inherited the cart from them.
I think I don't know. I guess we could save
Do
this
you
one so that
normally send
it could be of
thank you
later.
letters to people you inherited from?
But we definitely, you guys should not tell anybody that you took this car. Well, I'm sure by the time we get back, everybody is going to know you guys stole the car. You're the only three people that
Yeah.
match your description anywhere
Yeah.
close.
Well, I made
I'm
sure
just saying.
I made sure
Soren.
I told him that the Dragon Lord's rule as we were leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Soren, realistically, you think I'm not gonna tell people how fucking sick that was when I was peeling out of that town? I mean,
You
come on now.
stole, you stole a whole cart.
Yeah, and I was crushing it. See me flying. You didn't see the jump.
Um,
I did a jump. Didn't break anything either. I
it
Yeah.
looks
drifted a
like,
horse. You know how hard it is to drift a horse?
We passed my church
yeah,
in
I'll
like
take your word for it.
3 seconds.
I didn't get to see you drift the horse.
I'll do it again right now. Fuck it. And I'll just like.
Oh,
the horse.
Make another animal handling check.
Oh, shit. Oh, we're screwed. Oh, sorry, guys. Here it
It's
goes.
+3, so you know.
Oh,
That's a 5. Yeah, this time all that happens is the horses just kind of try to go different directions and like leave. So the cart kind of just very awkwardly stops and almost skids off the road a little bit.
Simon Theodore, what are you
Oh,
doing?
never
What are you
mind.
doing up there?
Never mind. Never mind. Won't try that again.
Okay.
I'll,
So yeah,
it looks like that the handwriting changes throughout the book, so maybe decentralized. Maybe there's some kind of power sharing going on. I don't know. Gives us a little bit. If we wanted to target and take out the cult, it feels like this would be pretty handy. Is that what we want to do? Do we want to wage war in a cult? It feels like wage war in a cult is just going to create martyrs. Maybe we should just take off, like, cut
Oh,
off the head
Soren,
of
I
the
think it's
god
a.
and call it a day.
Well, I think it's a little late than that, and your
Tell you.
metaphor is wrong. I chewed off the leg of one of them. I think we
Okay.
started the war already.
Well, I mean, we could take out the
A little late
powerful
to go
ones that
back.
could create problems, right? Like we had a bit of a, intellectual property dispute with somebody calling themselves a dragon lord, and we want to be the dragon lords. So that made sense. Um, I don't know. It just seemed like take it. It seems like a lot of people join the cult because they were afraid of the gods, not because they love Sidon or they're loyal to Sidon. They're just afraid of Sidon, so they pay him a little money every once in a while, hoping Sidon doesn't hurt them. It's kind of an abusive
Sure.
relationship.
Well, to be honest,
So
they probably should be
you
afraid of
guys,
Sidon. He's
he's
scary.
terrifying, but we're trying to create hope, right? We're trying to create an alternative,
Oh
something
yes.
else you can turn to
Oh
that's
yes.
not Sidon and fear. You can turn to hope and thoughts of the future and all that with the Dragon Lord. So maybe if we do a good job at that, this cult thing will kind of take care of itself as long as we, take care of the powerful ones.
Well, that I think that's
All
what.
right,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
can we, as we're riding, I'll say yes. I agree with it, and I do appreciate peaceful resolution in a lot of these conflicts. But Esther, can you do some kind of signal or sign that you're gonna shoot somebody so like we know? when these arrows gonna go flying around? And can we have a signal or symbol or something to say back to warn you, like, don't do it, or like that's okay? You know, like how about if we want you to shoot
Well,
somebody, we
all
make a
right.
Y
Here's the
with
thing.
our arms like this,
If I'm
or
gonna
maybe we
sneak
yell
attack
"Yes,
someone,
Queen."
Yeah.
like if I'm gonna
But
sneak attack someone and it happens, the signal is everybody else starts screaming. That's when we either run or
all
fight.
that,
I
all that.
thought we had a system where
I
How
feel
about
I feel
so
like it would maybe
yes,
help.
Queen, yes, Queen for hit him, and N for nin, in, and nin for
well
no.
here's the thing. That guy had a cape on and it was blue as pretty sus.
People wearing blue will from now on be
When
subject
you're in that
to
That,
situation,
all other
sometimes you
kind
just
of.
gotta make a judgment call.
that sounds like a team decision a little bit. Like a team, like because the rest of us might get shot as well equally.
At some point.
Yes, can I get a yes, Queen? And I look around at everybody.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
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 queen, yes,
yes,
queen,
That's
yeah.
3 to 1. That's three to
yes,
one.
queen.
That's three yes to no to one nin. I'm assuming
I
Well, see. Here's the thing: is y'all don't shoot.
we don't. Yeah,
It's true. I do prefer to whack them with with my mace. Uh, but
Never shot anything in my life.
I did get this
So,
new hammer.
so I really feel like the final say on that should lie with the person doing the shooting. And for me,
One time I thought about taking a shot at the tavern, but I decided not to. It just seemed like it would go bad with my dinner.
zing. Oh, zing! He's here all day, folks. Look at that. We got a we got a show on the road. Look at this.
as
This
you're
guy.
Hey,
as you're
I'm trying.
going, um, um, Sherwin, you would be the first one. You're the most perceptive one, uh,
Yes.
in this, who is also not very distracted by anything else right now. Um, kind of roughly, kind of walking right at you. There's a little group of people that look very much like. First, you think there's people, and then you think it's horse riders coming right towards you on that little road that you're on. Um, they're just kind of
Star, what's up? What's good? Appreciate you.
like a little bit faster than normal pace. Like they're kind of trotting. Um, and you will probably, pass each other on that road. You're the first one to notice. The other ones will eventually, of course.
Do
Uh,
do
they
do
are
they look
not.
suspicious?
They are like they don't look like they're wearing blue. It's mostly like earth tones.
So Daddy is in the
There's
house
some color
tonight.
to them, but nothing to nothing to they don't even look like they're
Can I
like
can
very
I
official in any way.
can I inside check how they're approaching?
Oh yeah, you can totally do that.
Are they coming from the direction where the army was
Yeah,
yesterday?
yeah. I think they're
Um,
coming from like the north.
they're coming. Well, it's more like they would
How
currently at this
how was your
point in
stream,
time they
Star?
would be going parallel to the army line. Like they're approaching you. You're not going directly towards the army anymore. You're kind of moving further west. So yeah, there would have been army at some point somewhere
Nice.
around there. Um, if they kind of curved around and actually blocked off that road as well. Um, which does, like, you have seen a few
Nice,
places
Star.
where that could be the case, or where at least a lot of people did walk at some point, like, very, very used parts of that road, but nothing too obvious yet. Uh, both of your insight is like, I mean, they're coming towards you and they're a bit quicker than someone just casually going from place A to place B, but they also don't seem to be. They
Give me
don't seem
something.
to be
Give
very
me something,
dangerous
Star.
at first glance,
Give me
but you
some food,
cannot be sure.
please.
And as the closer they get, the more you get mm, the impression that those might actually be centaurs and not riders.
Oh,
I'm gonna
guys.
want to take my spell book out, but and flip it open, but I'm just gonna kind of act like I'm reading.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it, Sherwin?
Oh, what? What I say? You see those things going up there? I thought they were horses and a carriage, but I think they might be centaurs actually.
Maybe they're just happy to see Simon and Theodore. Maybe it's like the half brothers and sisters.
Maybe I think maybe we should as we approach, kind of slow down a little bit, just a little bit, and see if they want to say anything to us, but not maybe not draw so much attention or do anything. Just give them a little like howdy do as we go by
Oh yeah.
and see what happens.
Don't worry. Do you want me to do the talking, or does somebody else want to step up to the plate this time?
Well, I mean, I'd be fine with giving him the the howdy do.
All right. And if it doesn't work out, I'll give him one of these, and I pull up the javelin.
Oh, the
Javelin.
oh the duty how, huh?
Nice.
Not the howdy do, but the duty how.
I'll give him the duty. Hell the fuck.
All right. So you kind of let them approach and just keep on going. And as they get closer, you definitely see that they look like even a 12 insight actually does give you that idea that they look a bit worried. Um like they have very earnest faces and seem to not especially pay attention to you as you or as a group they know or anything. You do see them um just kind of looking at each of you in turn, like they're looking for someone, but they then just keep looking around. Like they
I mean, if they're
have
looking
a
for
look at you and
someone
then
and they look at us and they don't stay looking at us,
no, they just
then
keep looking somewhere else.
keep on going.
Okay.
We're a pretty unique group.
Okay.
Who do you think they're looking for?
Oh,
I don't know, but I got some judgy looks. I didn't like it.
I
Why am I
think.
not good
Yes.
enough for them? You know?
Maybe we should ask to see who they're looking for.
Well, I mean, we could.
I mean, I don't know.
Uh,
Does anybody speak? Oh wait, no. All the centaurs we talked to so far speak, but we speak. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Simon and Theodore can talk with
I
him,
just kind of.
or
You know,
maybe they know
we
about
probably
half.
shouldn't say that to them. Do you think that brings up some really odd idea? I don't want to think about that.
I speak celestial at him,
Okay.
and just howdy there, travelers. Well met. How are things across the path?
Okay.
But in celestial.
And celestial.
Yeah.
They look at you. Uh, still with that worried and slightly distracted look on their face, like especially Esther, who does look at them very intently. mm, Definitely sees that they're not recognizing you or anything like that. Um, they just answer in some language that I don't think you know.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
friends. My friend his voice is a little hoarse. You might not have understood what he was saying. Uh, we are just travelers, and we couldn't help but notice. Are you looking for someone or some horse?
saying that in what language? Just comment.
Just common, yeah.
Um, they look at you and kind of start using a lot of hand gestures, pointing at each other,
It's gang signs.
pointing
They're
back
called gang signs.
towards, like, you now see there's another slightly bigger group coming, probably like belonging to them as well. Um,
Oh, Esther's trying Elvish and Sylvan.
mhm.
See if they respond.
So that is the, like, both of that would work. If he does, like, whichever one you want to try first will be the one that actually they'll switch to.
Esther, ask them if they
So
like my
Elvish,
joke.
like, as soon as you say something in Elvish, they kind of go go ahead and just kind of switch to that. Um, and there's a female centaur and a male centaur at the kind of helm of this group. They kind of go just, like, both look quite intent at then Esther and just go, "Oh yes, thank God someone is talking something we understand. Did you see any more of us? There's more of us coming. We're looking for. Some of our group got separated. We don't know where they went. Last time we saw them was by the falls, but now they're gone, and oh, we're a bit worried. Did you see any of us around here?" And they're just, anybody who speaks Elvish understands them, but
Not
other
me.
than that, it's just
I
they're
do, but
just
I'll just
talking.
listen.
Yeah. Um, as you ask them when,
Yeah.
and they just go, "Oh, it's been, well, it was last night we saw them last. A good half day ago."
Um, I would ask if they were like trying to kind of like ask without like asking if they're on the army, and like I'll just be like, did they get like separated from your unit or something like that, or
Uh, you also rolled really, like, very good insight. Um, they are centaurs, but they look a bit more like, in their the appearance is a bit more tribal in a way. They do have a few things that look very much like, they do have armed centaurs in this group. Um, the woman just goes, "Well, we were just hunting and trying to camp for a bit, and they got. I think they were trying to go somewhere and hunt. They heard something, but they never came back. So, um, no, we're not. uh, What? What? No, we're not part of. Like, she looks confused about anything that has to do with, like, getting separated from something bigger than, as as you're talking, there's a few more centaurs coming down the road, like crossing a hill. It's a group of 12 in the end, and those 12 is like, she's just kind of pointing around. Well, that's all of us except for the two that are missing.
Are they? Uh, okay. So, are we in an area that we've been before, or is this a new area?
Well, it is very, very roughly the border between kind of the plains that you did go to when you met the army and the like hills and mountains to the more to the south. The river is kind of just going right in between those two, and then probably will go up into the mountains at some point where it's actually where it's then starting at some point. But you're looking for, as far as you know, you're looking for some kind of a waterfall. So yeah, you're probably going
So,
further into the mountains
assumably,
at some other point.
yeah. So, is this from a direction like okay? So, are they were headed towards us, correct? Like they were coming
Yeah.
in
Yes.
our direction, or did they come up behind us?
Nope. They came from the front.
So, this would be something that. So, if they were on our path, we would have noticed. Yeah, it's like if who they're
You wouldn't necessarily like the people they're looking for seem to have vanished when they last had a kind of a campsite somewhere. Um, and then went out to hunt. So it's a bit variable where exactly that could have been. But they definitely, like, because they didn't come from the same direction as you and definitely not from the city, it's probably somewhere in front of you, more or less.
okay. Yeah, so I would let them know that well we ain't seen no centaurs coming from the way we came. Um, we'll definitely keep an eye out for them, but by our assumption.
Cutting out.
Like you said, we'll keep an eye out for him.
We'll keep an eye out was the last thing I heard, yeah. Yeah. So, and yeah, you definitely can. Um, as soon as you're kind of, offering to look for anyone, um, there is a pretty old centaur, kind of right behind the couple that's leading the group,
So he's
coming to the front.
so he looks like the biggest.
Well, no, actually. He's very, like, he's pretty wrinkly and he has a lot of gray fur on the horse part and very little hair on his head and is a bit just looks like an old man, but he is definitely not the tallest of them by some margin, actually, because some of the other ones have like are about a head taller than him. So, but he kind of comes forward a little bit. Um, yes, I do actually have this. He kind of has it's around his neck, and there's a little uh like a little whistle, and he also says, I fear they might have taken the path down to where those those troglodytes live, those evil creatures. Um, if you whistle this, we can. Most of us can hear it. So please just take this with you for now, and if you find them or any one of them whistle and just 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 whistle loud as loud as you can. We might hear you, and then we can come. I can. We have good hearing, so this should work. Just let us know. And he kind of vanishes behind the other two, holding out the whistle and giving it to whoever grabs it first, which might very well be Esther.
Ibs.
That would make no sense. I'm going to turn to
Skip.
Solomon and Sherwin and
Yeah.
Celestial. Tell them maybe we should help them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down. I think we need to kind of like get some karma back after that whole fucking caught situation.
Yeah, and we did
Yeah.
the whole thing with the army and stuff.
Did
Like,
you bring
if
me
we make
food, Star?
like an enemy of all Fae,
Did you
then
bring me
we
some
might have an
food?
issue. And you guys were talking about that when Kyra told us all about, the factions, everything that were here. You both wanted to create a faction that was independent of everything and had both sides. So if they're part of a centaur herd, maybe that could be some strong allies.
I've always loved horses. Yeah, I agree.
You probably shouldn't say
Couple
that
of
to them.
cheese crackers. That sounds
All right.
delicious.
I love
It just seems like,
Wish I had a full
Mavericks.
charcuterie
seems like
board
they would
here.
like that.
stallions.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this
You-
is a celestial.
I
love
was just about to say, if you're saying it in celestial, they're just kind of looking at you, not understanding clearly. But yeah, if you take their
Well, get
like
some sleep then,
whistle
girl.
to summon them back if you find something, they'll be happy about that because it'll give them a chance to actually,
I do like me some normal sleep.
get any information from you after you parted ways again. And they'll more or less just kind of
I slept
start scratching their hooves to go on and keep
a
looking
long time
for their missing two members of the group. Um, with some warning to be careful and to look out at especially at the waterfalls, which is a bit unfortunate because that might be,
Well, thanks for hanging out.
I mean, you're probably just gonna murder anything near the waterfalls anyway, but there you go. Those centaurs don't like the waterfalls. And they thought they were far
Ooh.
enough off, but they didn't seem to be.
Fancy.
Do you just like want to continue and try to get to your destination kind of as quickly as you can with all your moving stuff in the back?
Try to get directions and everything.
Yeah, do you want to ask them for more info? Yeah, they're a bit vague in general. They do tell you, well, we were, I think, quite still far enough away from the waterfalls that we didn't hear them. So that usually helps. But well, the two went hunting, and I fear they're a bit young and sometimes a bit reckless. They might have dared to wander too close, and we have been warning them. So maybe they went some other way, but it's possible they went close to the Great Falls. So that's possibly still like it's probably gonna be somewhere by the river, roughly. Well, it's direction wise, they're kind of pointing from like behind them. They're they seem to be looking, along the river, and you're still traveling along it. So it's probably ahead for you guys. unless they went somewhere else, which you will have to find out. I mean, they don't seem to know where exactly they went. Yeah, it should work out quite well. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon them, you will know like who to let know.
I guess I'll summon my familiar and have it fly circles overhead.
Yeah, sure. Um, it's going to just be a perception check, I think, to see anything of interest from
I
below.
I'm
I
so
used to
tempted
stay
to
up that late.
to summon my familiar
can't
too to help,
anymore.
but I'll save it.
Oh my god, your horrible mount. I forgot about that thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, save it for later,
it's,
probably.
it's so bad.
Traumatizing, just like this room.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful
Um,
form of life. It's a beautiful creature.
Your
It begged for
familiar
death last
flies
time you
up
summoned
into
it.
the sky, and there's not very much to be seen, but it the bird definitely sees where the river kind of twists a little bit toward, like, inwards to the mountains, and becomes a little bit more rough water. And you also, like, in a little bit of a distance, you do actually see like mist cloud, like it's mist clouds, like there might be the waterfalls. It's not terribly far off, but still a bit to go. And the beast sense is gonna help you to actually, see this more or less the same thing, except for that you will also, you know, you also have the direct info from the centaurs. So, but
I
you basically get the same thing.
keep trying to concentrate and look through my familiar's eyes, but every time I do, I can't get the mental image of that mount out of my head.
You might not need to, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah, does
that's
Soren get like motion sickness on the cart? Is he one of those? Especially if you're looking through the eyes of the bird.
oh yeah.
That would absolutely make sense. Like he'd spend some time like closing his eyes and then having to open his eyes and
Oh,
grab
you
the edge
know,
of the
I'm
cart.
Mhm.
I'm a life
Oh,
cleric.
okay,
I
hold on,
bring
give me
the
a second.
heals
Oh,
to
okay.
everybody.
Yeah. Mm.
Does anyone got
Don't
like a
stop making
cloth
that
scarf or
sound,
something I
Soren.
could put
If
on the back of my neck?
I
Just
hear
in
that
case
sound,
that'll help. No, don't, don't do it. Don't do it.
Somebody got to
I
keep
can
these
taste it.
fools
Don't do
alive.
it. Don't. Call it.
I mean, okay.
Esther, are we there yet?
Um, uh, how about that? Solomon make a performance check, and
What? No. I
and
was just joking.
Soren make a constitution check.
No.
Ooh.
No.
Wow.
I hope that was gonna be one.
That's a
I was
good
like,
one.
this is the good one.
So just,
You did it.
by a very small margin, but you do
You did it.
not get, influenced too much by Solomon. Nice.
You beat the game.
That's
We
quality.
did it.
First save I've passed to this entire
You, Soren.
module.
Well, con
Iron
saves are
gut.
good
Okay.
saves to pass for a wizard. So
Give me a second. You know what? I'm just gonna let Esther take it over. Just do the beast thing.
okay, yeah. All right. So yeah, in that case, Esther, it might be helpful if you could,
I think it also means that the bird can fly out
use
further.
that.
So I'll give.
Yeah.
I can only see through its senses for a limited amount of time, but it can follow
Yes.
directions. So I'll just tell it to I'll follow the river. I don't know what's a good distance. Think about, we'll say halfway to the mountain and then come back.
Okay. It does so. It does see like there's a few just wild, probably wild goats that it does encounter on the way. Um, it's the bird will actually, from just flying over top of all of this, start kind of having a slight noise of the waterfall in its ears, and you do definitely know where that is now, and you know it's just a few more hours by cart especially. If you ask the horses to pick up the pace a little bit, you could probably get there in about like by late-ish afternoon.
Did we did we
Um,
just wake up and steal that cart first thing in the morning?
you kind of did,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Like it might have been because some stuff happened in the meantime, and might have been like 8 a.m. ish, but yeah, pretty much got up, stole a cart, and caused a lot of stuff in the city, and then just went your way. Um, you yeah, you definitely do see, also with your okay perception, that the road seems to be fine. It does start to get like, yes, less and less use. It's
My eyes
kind
are
of
so dry. I don't know
growing
what's
in
going
a little
on.
bit on the sides, just grassy patches more and more. Um, but it's definitely a road that leads somewhere in the end, but definitely also passes the waterfall. And around that, like it just kind of starts to look a little bit less used, and that would make sense. The bird also definitely sees a few tents in the distance, because you do see like the leftover stuff that the army just didn't care to take with them, probably when they left towards the north. But they do not seem to have built anything across the mountains at all. Like, they might have done different things, but there's no camp or anything to be seen. You just see remnants of a camp in the quite a long distance, but because that's in the plains, you do see it from the bird's view.
I'm just blinking so much right now. Hmm.
Since we've been traveling for a while, I'll reach in one of the boxes in the cart and I'll pull out a couple
Mm-hmm.
cups. I'll pour some water for my water skin.
Uh-huh.
I'll hand one to Solomon and one to Sherwin.
Yeah.
One cup is a clay cup with I Heart Dad painted on it, and the other one looks like a child sippy cup.
Aw. Okay. Who gets which cup?
I think you know who gets which cup.
I think so.
I'm gonna I'm gonna give the dad cup to honestly I'm gonna give the dad cup to Solomon. I'm gonna give the sippy cup to Sherwin.
Nice.
Oh,
All right.
thank you. No, I can't spill this while I hold the reins of
Nice,
Simon and
nice.
Theodore.
What is this? What is this? What does this cup say? What is this? I see the
Oh,
heart. I get that.
It says three.
Yeah.
It's three. All right. Hey, my favorite cup. All right. Thank you, son. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you're taller than
If
him.
he
I
said
guess that
that,
checks out.
That's
Cameron
true.
definitely freezes for a second. It's like, wait, has he been? No, has he been cleansed the whole? No, there's no. It's been months.
And I wink, and then go start drinking.
All
I'm
right.
never gonna sleep right again.
I drink.
All
I
right.
wrap my big hands around the cup, and I just start drinking it.
Nice. Yeah. You do have a little bit of, time off for anything you want to do while traveling. Um, If you have anything, let me know. If not, let's just continue with the things.
I think we're just traveling.
All right.
Yeah, we'll try to get there.
All right. After a while, you do end up hearing the waterfalls yourself, not just via a bird. And you get to a very nice, like it's a definitely more disused kind of road where you are now, but you get to a point where you have a very nice waterfall that is quite, the water isn't very deep, but it's very wide, and you have the mountains on, it's kind of in a path of where the water must have just eaten through the mountains. It's kind of a nice little crevassey thing going on, but it's also just a lot of islands in between in the river with some olive trees on them, really old gnarly trees. Looks really pretty. Um, the waterfall's a bit loud, but yeah, it's a nice region. It's somewhat, you know, disused road, so there's, it's still visible where the path goes, but it has definitely not been the most busy road for a few years.
Well, do we take this this tucked away path here?
Yeah, this looks like a good place for an oracle. You know, take a rest, hang out.
Yeah, I mean, if Esther's giving me directions, me knowing that he's like tranced out, seeing through the the bird, and we're else like, hey, yeah, let's just let's go that way. And that's where I keep us headed.
Mm-hmm. Um, Esther, as you kind of, you know, the last things you do see is pretty close to the waterfalls itself.
Excuse me.
You do notice that like the waterfalls come down in a kind of a semicircular shape, roughly. Um, but you do see that there's different parts of the waterfall. That's the only other thing that you would see kind of before, you know, kind of being close enough to just look yourself. Yeah.
Was the cart like stopped by the waterfall, like by the, I don't know, the pool?
If you want to stop, you can either stop by the, like, it's a lake-ish kind of with a lot of current uh, at the bottom, and the path is pretty, it gets a bit steep at that point, obviously, but you also have, like, you could just follow that little road a bit longer to get to the top of it. Just depends a little bit on how you want to, where you want to stop. It's early enough in the day that you would be able to go on if you wanted to.
What should we do, fellas?
Okay, Esther wants to go look for some centaur tracks. Um, I guess that's a survival check, and with Squix you get advantage.
All
She'll
right, while you
definitely
do
help
that,
you.
Chew, and I forgot to tell you something.
Oh, what's that, Solomon?
Cannonball, and I just jump in, like
Oh,
Okay.
right into the pool.
oh
All right.
goodness, oh goodness.
Try to splash him a little bit, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Like right off the cart and into the lake, more or less.
Yeah, into like the little pool area,
Nice.
kind of by
Cool.
the
Yeah.
waterfall.
It's pretty cold. Just
Not for
want
me.
to, no, exactly, not for you, but like it's a very refreshing kind of
Here,
bad for you.
Soren, here, will you just take these? And I go to try to hand him the reins.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could take these.
All right, and can you take this too? And
Yeah.
I take my blanket that they just gifted me, and I like put it on the sword, and I say, "Let me do it too, cannonball!" And I just belly flop right into it.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
very awkwardly pat the horses. Good horse. Stand
Yeah.
still.
All right. Um,
Perfect.
why don't you make an animal handling check? Because now things are hopping off the cart into the water,
That's-
making noise and being weird.
It's
Looks
it's
like you're
And
coming in
those are
too, Soren.
yeah.
it's
So
co-
I was actually
These are
fine.
best rolls of
it's
life.
it's
The horse is kind of like there's a moment where you think, oh, they don't like that. Um, but
it's very cold.
they're a little bit nervous, but they actually keep calm. Like you telling them to, it's all fine, does seem to help.
It's very
As as yeah,
cold.
sorry, yeah. I mean, yeah. Sorry, you just see Solomon's fine, but Sherwin does realize that the water is quite cold.
I'm swimming over. Of course, I'm swimming over and checking. I'm trying to get in the waterfall. You know,
Yeah.
end
Okay.
up in the waterfall doing that.
Um, make an athletics check to see how well you go against the current.
All right. Pretty all right. Not bad.
That's pretty all right indeed. Um, you just swim pretty confidently towards the
When Solomon
waterfall.
swims, it's mostly splashing. He just like slaps the
Yeah,
water and gets in
yeah.
places.
Kind of dog paddling, but half
It's not graceful at
above
all.
water.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
horrible.
um, yeah, and you do that and just splash around happily, and yeah, just kind of swimming along. What do the others do while Solomon's just enjoying a little swim in a nice big pool?
I pee in the water
You catch
to
a
warm
cold.
it up.
Pee in your shell. Just gotta like get like a nice little.
Yeah, Esther is definitely also kind of, not getting into the water at all. Let me actually check. I guess you're all kind of just watching Solomon do a not very graceful, but fun to watch kind of swim and getting as close as you can to the waterfall and stuff.
I'll go over to the
Um,
waterfall with him.
okay,
Of course,
nice.
they're trying to look for a cave behind the waterfall.
um, you swim and try to like get behind the waterfall, and in the place where you look, it looks like it's just like a stone wall behind, but as you kind of swim along, Sherwin definitely gonna be the first one to pick it up. I guess Solomon would be too busy having lots of splashy water around him. You realize that there's a little bit of a little wooden walkway. Like if you climb down a little bit of the walls on one side, there's definitely something like a walkway going along the waterfall, but it's further up. You can't get there by swimming. You could try to maybe climb up to where you see it, but
Oh.
it's
I'll
a
start. I'll start.
very wet wall.
I'll start climbing up or trying to
Okay.
climb
So
up.
how high? How high up? Well, hold on there. Your centaur horses. How high up is it?
The like the walkway thing that you see is about like 50-ish feet at the lowest
50.
point.
Bro, don't climb that.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
just.
think I don't think Sherwin would look up and be like, "Oh yeah, no."
It'll be
I
fine.
mean-
It'll be fine.
Hold on there. Hold on there, pal. Hold on there, pal. And I will like try to like climb over to the side and yell out to Esther and Soren, be like, "Oi, yeah, we found like a a fantastical cave entrance over here. Are you still
Mhm.
looking for tracks, Esther?
Oh, he is. That would be. Did we already do the survival? Yeah, and he will
Shouldn't we
find
like
some.
Track your ass over
He
here. We found a
does.
cave.
Yeah, so
shouldn't we
it's
store the
probably
horses
about
or
the same
something?
time.
Like what do you do? What do you do
Well,
with horses?
you're holding the horses right now.
Yeah, I'm still there, just like
Yeah,
holding it. I haven't moved.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Sherwin,
Esther kind of
what do you do with
veered
these
off to one
when you're
side,
not
the
using
others
them?
went swimming.
yeah, Sherwin, should we head out and help someone with the horses? Maybe try to find a way to drop down?
What? I can't hear you. I'm climbing up this wall right now.
Oh, shit. Oh, Sherwin. Oh, damn it. Okay. Ah.
Do you leave them on the
So,
wagon, or do you put them somewhere? Where do horses like to hang out?
what?
Huh?
I can't hear you. I'm in a waterfall.
Somebody just left me with
What?
horses. I don't know anything about horses.
Huh?
At that point, I don't want to yell because I don't want to spook the horses. So I'm just like
Yeah,
gesturing at horses
yeah.
I just keep like,
abruptly.
come on, they're going in.
All
Climbing.
right.
I guess I'm climbing with them. Shit. Oh
Yeah,
wait. I have a javelin with rope on it.
you do
Can I try to chuck it up there and see if I can get it to like catch on something?
to stick to some. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
Um,
if it's a wooden thing up there, maybe I can like get it lodged somewhere. I
yeah, you
don't
could
know.
aim for the wood. Sure.
Just going for
Um,
something here.
make an attack roll against the armor class of the wood, I guess.
Okay. Uh. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I just throw it up, and once I start
kind
pulling,
of
it just comes back
does
down.
stick
Like,
in, but as soon as you pull, yeah, it comes back out.
shite. All right. I'm coming too, chilling, and I'll start climbing up too. This could be bad. Yeah, I'll start climbing up.
All right. Um, so I think you're both climbing, all right? Sherwin got
Yeah.
a 22.
You
Make an
crazy
athletics
some.
check for your climb.
That's not bad either.
Hey.
Let's
Hey.
go. Two, two, two,
Okay.
two. What's up?
Okay.
Team
Uh,
twos.
um,
22s, son. 22s.
you it does take some time because even though you both don't lose your grip, um, it is a bit slippery and it's gonna be, you know, difficult enough to get up there, but
Yeah,
you
every
do
once in a
manage.
while, I'm like, Shewin, what did you do
Well,
for this part? And he like shows me, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I'll
yeah, and you kind of help
follow.
out each other. Well, Esther, you find like those tracks and some like traces of a possible like the little bit of a scuffle or something. There's a part where the pretty damp ground here is just a bit like a mess. There's just not really tracks, but a lot of something happened. Um, and you kind of follow all this, and you suddenly end up at a place where you see that you can kind of, it's a bit tricky, but you can just walk down to what seems to be the beginning of that little walkway out of wood. It's hidden a little bit. It's a little bit of a cliff to, like, you don't really have to hop on. You see there's a kind of a rough staircase to it, and it's just 10 feet. Um, so it's like big steps to take. But you're suddenly standing on that walkway, and you can just walk along that, and you would probably meet the two climbers if you just walk along. You can see them in the like climbing through the waterfall, more or less, like behind it.
We got up here. Chewin, Esther and Soren would be so pissed that they didn't come up here. Oh, Esther.
Yeah, he's like just leaning over. Hi.
Oh shit. Oh, how did you climb up here?
Uh,
And you're a fast climber. You got right past us.
I think we took the
Crazy.
more adventurous route.
Agree.
Yeah.
Esther helped me do something called hobbling, or something. I don't know. I took care of horses like a frontiersman.
Yeah, where are Simon and Theodore?
I mean,
I
we're
don't know.
just
We just walk the walkway over there, and I'll point down. He sort of Esther just led me to the little ramp right there, and I just walked up.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
can
we'll walk out and be like, "What the fuck?"
can
Damn
can
it.
can I have my
yeah.
blanket back?
So after getting the horses to a nice area, and it is actually pretty easy to find here because there's a lot of water in the air, so there's quite nice grassy spots. Um, you all kind of convene on that little walkway, and Esther is going to blow the whistle, right?
Blow the whistle.
All right,
He shows us that there's
Yeah.
tracks and blows the
now
whistle.
everybody hide. Everybody hide.
So
Let's scare them when they get here.
he just kind of blows into the whistle, and it doesn't. Well, I think maybe Esther would actually hear a little bit, just because you're a cat. Um, it's a very high pitched whistle. It's a bit like a dog whistle, basically. Um, and for quite some time, nothing really happens. You blow it and nothing. But you also just went a few some some way to get here. You
I
want to
sit down
just
and have like
wait.
lunch in the little waterfall thing, or do we want to keep going?
You could. It's kind of like it's afternoon by now.
I mean, let's head on in. I mean, what are we waiting for, right? We're just looking for some kids that wandered off. They probably just thought this waterfall looked cool, like you guys did.
Oh no, no. Oh wait, isn't this like a? Does it keep going down deeper, or I'm confused? Where the
It's
tracks go?
basic. I'll put you where you need to
The
be.
tracks
Let me
led to the
just.
walkway, so they
Yeah.
went
Okay.
this direction.
Okay.
And the little walkway then leads to a kind of ledge that actually is
Or we climbed
supported
it.
rock. Yeah, and that's where you kind of meet. Um, so you have that. I'll
Oh,
put you onto. I'll put you onto a new map. Just have to find the
Esther did
right
tell
map.
us that there was two sets of footprints, centaur and something with
Yeah,
toes.
like something with toes as well. Centaurs is just hooves. You all, I'll put you onto the map where you would need to be. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I
Where's
wonder
my
where.
PCs?
I wonder where we're
There
gonna show up
you
at.
are. You're all just kind of down here. Also make you the right size in a second. If you're not in the water, I'll just get you there, Esther as well. And Sherwin. I'll have to get your sizes right at some point.
I do not see anything.
Oh,
I do not have dark vision.
yeah. Nor do I.
yeah, you should though, unless I forgot to give you a light there. There is a light there. Should technically see something. Not a big thing though. I can definitely just give you more of a view. Mm-mm-mm-mm. If I put that there, that might help. Okay. Any better if you
I see nothing.
possibly refresh? Just black? Okay.
Or refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, Esther definitely does have some vision, so that should work. Let me just do something else then. But there's always plan B. Um, Okay, let's see if that does anything.
Yeah, I refresh. Still cannot see anything.
Mm. Just actually go for. I'll actually go into one of your characters to see how it looks if I do some stuff here. Let's do yours, for example. It might be because I placed the tokens, though. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now.
You want us to try
Maybe.
to place ours?
You could very well try that. That might actually do the trick.
Should we put it in like the northeast?
Put it into. Let me try to like put one on there. I'll try to put Esther on there again, because now it should technically do something, at least with him, because he's got dark vision anyway. So let's put it here. Do you see something now, Esther? Like in the lower part of the map, should be down below. It does kind of look a bit lighter. Yeah, okay, he does see something. Let's try the others then. Sorry, you probably won't see much except for what's illuminated. So yeah, I'll just put you into the right dimensions as well.
I can't see nothing.
And then let's try others. Showing. I'll just drop you into the water so you can put yourself wherever you want then.
Oh, see me
You
now.
should now see yourself as well. I hope.
I can see
And
clearly
Solomon.
now. I'm on the map.
Yeah, perfect. I'll
Oh,
give
yeah,
you a little
I'm
bit
all good
extra
now.
size, but not as big. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah, that's the little ledge and the water with the waterfall
Zoom up.
to, no, you're right. And you just kind of, it's afternoon.
All right. So there's still a tunnel we have not gone down. They came
Yeah,
from the bottom. We climbed up.
you climbed up exactly, and Esther came from like it's this wooden walkway, and yet there's some like wooden structure to just secure the stone and stuff, just to tighten it in places. Um, so you're now on that walkway. It's a bit like irregular, but
Yep.
generally like going from the edge where you came from, kind of leading upwards a little bit to that point where it seems to vanish into the wall of the mountain.
All right.
So yeah.
Yes.
Um, the craftsmanship looks like it's made for like human-ish sized, at least. That's certain, and it looks like it's not made to look pretty at all or anything like that. It looks haphazard and just cobbled together out of where wood and stuff they had it to work with at the time, uh, and not like the most, like, it's not being kept pretty or anything. It's just there, and it's good enough. You'll have to watch your step every now and then. There's a bit of wood that just falls off as soon as you kind of step on it. Nothing too dangerous, but it's definitely not in very good repair. It's good enough.
I'd like to Grand Fox, maybe about 5 rocks on him.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a few rocks. We have Sherwin kind of leading the charge, kind of.
Not going
Like
alone.
for looking into the a place where the thing seems to like go inside. What do you actually see from your? Yeah, you don't see much
Nope.
because there's no light down there, is there?
Nope. Would appear not.
Yep. But that's because the sun is currently, it's afternoon, so it's not going right into the tunnel, unfortunately.
Could I
You could,
cast light on my shield
sure, yeah.
on my
I'll
last
just
stump trick?
put some light on you. 2020, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
So there you go, I hope. Yeah, that seems to have worked. Um, there's
Oh yeah.
basically just a tunnel. Um, Let me just roll something quickly. Okay.
That seems oddly familiar, fellas. We don't have a goat to eat this time.
Like that time we
Yeah,
went and
no
we had to
goat.
fight that stuff under the ground. That was before the goat. Remember that was when we met. Who was that like stabby little goblin we knew?
Well,
Savvy
yeah.
little
Oh,
goblin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's where I got the goblin potion or poison. I still got it in my bag here somewhere.
His name was Cringy,
Remember
I
we met
think.
that like back when we were in the palace and we met that like little goblin that was all.
He was pretty cringe.
That's right, cringe, right? And he wanted revenge, and we tried to help him go get revenge, and we ended up in a place that kind of looked like this, and I don't even think it was the right spot.
This is not the
Yep.
first cave we've ever walked through. I'm
Kind
going.
of
I'm going in.
It's pretty nin to me as
Are you
well.
trying to sneak?
very
No,
redundant.
I'm not sneaking. I'm just walking.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Just
Before we go
walking in.
down, hello?
I'm just
Anybody in
gonna.
this cave?
Okay. Um, there's no real like. Yeah, you hear Esther face palming.
I can't hear over the waterfall.
No, there's no
You
answer.
said
There's some, like the only thing you do here is kind of a like a wet drippy kind of noise that just constantly there from water dripping down the walls, which are quite wet down here.
Take
Um,
one of those rocks and chuck it down
okay.
if anything happens.
You throw rock down the tunnel
Yep, and have a listen.
and have a listen. And the next thing you would hear is kind of a huh? A guy stepping up. I think you might need to roll initiative at this point, which also means we'll have to
Oh
start with
shoot!
initiative next time, I think.
Should we roll it
Perfect.
first?
Like he
Perfect.
walks exactly like he's picking up. He's not picking up your stone, but he could be picking up your stone. It's like
Should
just kind of.
we roll it now
Rock
or next
delivery.
time?
You want to roll it now, or do you want to wait to see who does what first next time? Doesn't
Let's roll it now.
really
Yeah, I
matter.
say
I
we
like
You
roll
want
it
to
rolling
roll
now.
it now?
Yeah,
We'll
let's
just
roll
keep
it
it up
now.
for. All right, turn orders up. So I'll make it big because reasons. Ahem.
All right.
actually
Oh
have to
yeah,
kind of
nat one.
go by groups here. Wow.
Go Solomon.
Oh, we're still
Natural
in there somehow.
20
Nat
again.
one.
What is this
Okay.
mess?
How many 20s have I gotten in this campaign? This is
A lot.
insane.
A lot.
A fuck ton.
Solomon's your character.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I'll
so many
actually
20s.
have to sift out the right ones though, because it did not do it right.
I feel
Thorin's-
like I was just like walking into the cave, and then like
Yeah.
someone said something, and I just turned around, like kept walking backwards,
Pretty much.
and then
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
everybody,
probably.
everybody's just
So
gonna
we have a
start doing
light
stuff,
blinding us.
and well, it's
Yeah.
it's my
Yeah.
shield. Yeah, it's not a
I'll
blinding
keep
light.
some stuff hidden initiative wise, and I'll actually have
That's
to
great.
use them by groups because we
Ah,
also
cheers,
don't
cheers,
mind that.
cheers.
But I'll kind of go, as close to the real thing as I can.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. So this is really interesting.
Thank you
Just
guys
throwing down a stone and
so
seeing
much
what
for
happens was
watching.
also an idea.
Well, find a raid.
Sure was.
So that's really
Oh.
interesting. I'll have to, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna give you the. I don't think you see the ones that I put in there, right? Like you don't see the full initiative. You only see yourselves. Think.
I see
Or
two
do you see
other
the other
No, I
guys?
see
initiatives.
everybody.
You see everybody. All right.
Yeah.
No, we don't see names or anything, but we can see.
No,
the
no
No, you
names.
just see that there's
full
stuff in there.
initiative.
Yeah. I'll leave it at this, and we'll see how far you get in there. Also, interesting idea that this is also a tunnel. I'll do a descending one. So sorry, Sherwin, you'll go very last.
Oh,
Actually,
I'll
this
be
is
at the
this is
bottom.
the way to go. This is the way. This is actually a good turn order.
How
This is
horrible
not
would
bad.
it be if we went in this tunnel, ended up back in the palace? Like what?
Oh my god.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Um, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, you do
We
also
ended
have
rolling
squeaks out, so
initiative.
that'll help, I think.
We'll start next week.
So
Going
yeah,
into the heat
tunnel
of battle.
fight. One more.
Oh, I'd love to
see
see
what
a
happens.
sweet, sweet fireball in this fucking cavern.
Ooh, yeah.
I hope I
Oh
get
yeah.
kicked like a Goomba shell down this whole thing.
You won't, because I go first. You won't.
He's got a point. He does
You.
have a
That's
point.
why I was
Fair.
saying like it's kind of prime time that I'm going
We
first because I might be able to just like literally
I don't have
gum
anybody to
everything
raid.
up.
Looks like I need to follow
Then
some more
just in time for a sweet, sweet
some more
fireball to
D&D
go flying
players.
over my head.
If you have any suggestions of people that we could follow and send raids to, come join us on Discord so you can let us know who they are and why we should follow them. Maybe it's even you and you're playing at some time that we finish playing, and then we can send them to you, and it will be a lot of fun. Come kick it, come say what's up. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch y'all next week.